15, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Dallas Cowboys.
The kickoff for Dallas.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
First down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Cowboys 0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He finds an opening past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
To the sideline.
The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. And I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Run for Pollard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 40-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him.
And this is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Colts 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return is Hines. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the gun, Rainey. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Rainey looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rainey. A deep ball for Ellington. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down by DeForest.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A four-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return is Hines. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Hines fighting him off. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Hines, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Tackle made at
a 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on first down. Hines. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now it's Hines. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Naheem Hines.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there. Stopping him for a loss.
Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Tony Pollard, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
After one, 17-7 is our score.
Cowboys 17. Colts 7.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run with Pollard. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 10-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. This is Lamb on the end around. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Rambo 80.
Here's Pollard, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it, but here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
On the return is Hines. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
1st down, Indianapolis.
Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Rainey. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. Play action. Rainey. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Rainey. And this is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rainey. And that is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 32.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
the play action fake. They'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
46-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there.
8-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
By the Colts.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
On 1st and 10, Rainey. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rainey. He'll get this one to Pittman. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The Colts, 1st down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
The 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Cowboys 27, Colts 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off 4th down.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rainey. Open man, here's Foster. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's 25 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down.
On first down, Rainey going for it all. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
In the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Complete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before break. Rainey, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
To number 80.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Roberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they can...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Roberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Mostert now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The pass. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Pollard.
Tony Pollard.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 32 on the play. Now a give here to Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
This is Lamb on the end around. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Indianapolis.
Looking to throw. Rainey. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Rainey, a deep ball for Ellington. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
A gain of
a big play there for Indy. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Mike 9. So don't say nothing. Mike 9. Riggs. Mike over there. Watch the run. Watch back in 60.
Operating from the gun. Rainey. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Get ready.
Mike 9. I'm here all day.
From the gun, Rainey. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Third down.
On third down, Rainey. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
To number 80.
From 13 yards out. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Mostert now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 20. Yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
38-yard line.
From Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Cowboys, first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return is Hines. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Nyheim Hines on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on first down. Rainey, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the forth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Rainey, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Rainey. Catch made here by Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Mostert now to return. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And this offense is running away with this one. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Zerline now for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Cowboys 61, Colts 27.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return is Hines. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Nyheim Hines on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Rainey under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Check 13. Check 13. Jim.
Off the bootleg. Rainey. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Push him back.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
Shift. 79. Shift.
Here's Pollard again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out.
A gain of a yard.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Keeps himself upright. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
4th down.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
That's baby. That's baby soccer.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rainey. Campbell making the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Rainey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Goal, Indianapolis.
Operating from the gun, Rainey. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now he's going to... This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 42 yards.
At the 4-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run left with Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Going to set him back 5 yards. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So that one will be accepted. Now from the 30, it's a 47-yard extra point try. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Greg Zerline to kick off down for Dallas.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return is Hines. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Cowboys 67.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them. What I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that doubt? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah.